Let me start. Hi, everybody. El We have everything to do, unfortunately, with the El Chapo El Azul story, which is breaking news right now. I published the story on April 10th, but Adrienne Ciccione, Madonna's niece, was the snitch for El Chapo in 2016. The DEA re-enlisted her in 2023 and kidnapped my son for 2 years. My son and I had nothing to do with this. Really knew who he was. He was an indigent man at Fifth in Oakland. I met him in Santa Ana. I got pregnant at 44. That's El Azul. He works diligently as a mediator among drug cartels. He is my son's father. He either turned state's evidence or escaped, and they needed to find him. So in 2023, the police in Fremont, California entered our apartment and took my son. I knew I'd never neglected or abused him. I knew the stories they told of me being crazy, dysregulated, were untrue. I fought valiantly and survived their attempted murder, disappearance of me, the stealing of our entire inheritance, everything I ever owned, including things from my mother, her ashes gone, my creative work gone, my son gone. They allowed men to do whatever they wanted to me, vandalized one car after the next, did nothing, and I was followed for over a decade since I met his father. I didn't know I was stalked until I did. This is Joel, and he's got 100 and how many subscribers? Thank you.
110.
And I'm his mother. And this is breaking news that Alameda County refuses to admit, and it's circumstantially unquestionable, that Adrienne Ciccione is Madonna's niece. And in 2016, Sean Penn was followed by the DEA for some unknown reason to El Chapo's whereabouts, and now El Chapo is in Supermax doing solitary confinement for the most violent regime that there is, and that is the United States government. We're innocent. I'm just a single mom with a child. Baby daddy and his business. I got pregnant, knocked up by him, and then stalked by my government, police, doctors, the CPS, all sent to me, diagnosing me, laughing, scoffing, allowing me to be sexually assaulted. I have told this story to dozens, if not hundreds of people in emails, in a verbal conversation. Recovery specialists, doctors, LCSWs, police officers. Man, if our government, the United States of America, comes to you, you believe them because it's a one-off, right? In the rest of the world, the United States of America never keeps its word and uses the drug war as an excuse to murder, but not in your neighborhood, right, Alameda County? The story's not true that Adrienne Ciccione, the lawyer for the industry or the CPS agency, didn't upload one psych eval after the next into her Odyssey program, kept my son for 2 years, allowed him to be beaten, never did anything about the foster care woman, Levita Arnold, who did it, evaluated her out because she retired, denied me my son for a year, and watched me flounder about trying to meet their conditions. Stay off Facebook? I don't think so. That's one of their conditions. Take Abilify, drug myself. It just might get me high. One of their conditions. Find a good church. When I do, I'll join it. A single woman and her son living in America with rights. And they invade our house on May 4th, 2023 and steal him for 2 years. And they still won't admit why. And now I know why. I know why from reading Ciccione's story last week when I was trying to find the spelling of her name for one of my songs. And I clicked, and when I found out she's Madonna's niece, and I knew who his father was, but he was a homeless man broken by this government. And he wasn't, I don't think, dealing drugs. I didn't have anything to do with anything. We had pizza together occasionally in West Oakland at Love Pizza. I tried to have the man, meet his son and know his son. And then we were violently attacked before May 4th, 2023. And then me afterward and him denied medicine. And every person in Alameda County, and there are dozens, if not hundreds, that I've told you this story, told me to sit down and accept it. I'm just a drug addict, dysregulated, and as a rape victim should just, whatever. Make an online report. Here's your online report. Lewandowski, Gary, Huey, where are you, Lewandowski? The Looney Tunes of the Hayward PD? That's Huey, Gary, and Lewandowski. Did you make a wrong turn in Albuquerque with Matt Morrison, my lawyer in dependency court, who most likely is the Matt Morrison in New Mexico, Albuquerque, who committed carjacking in 2010 and then spent the next 10 years probably earning his law degree for dependency court in federal lockup? Because I most certainly asked my lawyer, Judge Colin T. Bowen, who's going to take really good care of me, if he was the carjacker, and he did not deny it. In fact, he tried to fire me. That's why I've got guardian ad litem, Candace Fraser Angela, straight out of Santa Rita, advising me to take Abilify because it might get me high. And they just have brutal timelines to take my son and try and adopt him. To whom? To whom? Alameda County, can we let them know? Flor Espinoza? Would that be wink, wink? We know somebody named Moreno, Mr. Guzman, Juan Jose Esparragoza, a.k.a. Jose Espinoza, Jose Juan Espinoza. There are a million Jose Juan Espinosas in Santa Ana alone, right? Little Saigon, right? 3 months after you fake your death in Sinaloa, you meet me, you knock me up, in LA. And then you come up to Oakland and you're at Fifth and Market. You're the crazy mariachi, loud playing, drunk man. And I'm a good mother. So I don't care if you're head of the cartel or a mediator or somebody who hides behind the scenes. You're a drunk cokehead to me. And no, you're not going to be father to my son. And your cartel freaking hierarchy doesn't scare me or impress me because you're a loser and a coward and likely turn state's evidence with your twin gemelos boys. Police, just like you, are they also escaped war criminals from Guatemala, El Azul? Because isn't that where you got your start and your connections to the US CIA? I'm not a tweaker. This is real. El Azul did not die in Sinaloa. Even Wikipedia reports that. I met him 3 months later. He was odd. I'm a reporter. My radar went up. I stayed with him. I got involved. I wasn't assigned by the New York Times or the Washington Post or the Wall Street Journal for any kind of investigative piece, but man, he was weird. He had artillery, empty shells, all in duffel bags in his trailer. He walked with power when he thought I wasn't looking at him. He spoke English and pretended he didn't. He played dumb well. He had lost a lot of weight. A caravan of white Mercedes would show up, blacked out windows when he had to go to the hospital. But we're squatting at the Regal, I guess it's called, or the Renegade Restaurant. It's something like that. Alex owns it. He's a Vietnamese man, and it's in Little Saigon in Santa Ana. And that's where we squatted up until January 1st, 2015. I get pregnant around February and then prematurely give birth to this one.
In August 17th.
I am stalked ever since. And when I met that man, his father, I knew something was off about him. So I stuck around. Curiosity killed the cat, I suppose. He knew he was being followed. I thought it a joke. He was followed. 2014, 2015, my family, because I'm with him, is infiltrated by the US government. And every single friend or family member I ever knew already turned by the DEA by the time I get to them in 2023 after they kidnapped my child. Because I'm decades out and 3,000 miles away from my family in the East Coast. But man, they got money because I get an inheritance when my stepmother dies. And then it's just free for all for me in Fremont via Facebook, via Fremont Police Department, via the people who love to keep their heads in the sand in Alameda County, including Angelina Ramos, his social worker, who belongs in prison. And if she's not there, I truly hope justice for her. Justice for Marianne Tiesler of New Hope, Pennsylvania, and her boyfriend, who likely is DEA, Steve Matthews. Because she meets him right when I meet his father. And then everybody I go home to, including friends of 30 years from high school, have a big secret about me and can't tell me Was it that Osama bin Laden was my husband? That's the gaslighting they put into place, which is torture. No, Osama bin Laden's profile is he's too tall. And the FBI poster of El Azul, you fools, look at his face and look at the weight you have down for him. And $5 million ain't enough to betray a cartel. And where are you getting all of your information about El Chapo's sons, Los Chapitos? American government DEA, sneaky, follow Sean Penn because of Ciccione, my prosecutor that took my son for 2 years. Tell me the story's too big to understand. It's going to take a while. Here it is, YouTube. Here it is, YouTube. We're live. And I went live on my other channel and my channel.
I added you.
And we had 100 views. Somebody said mierda in their pants. So the story's getting out. Hold on. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Salud.
Bless you.
A ti sue. Gesundheit. I'm just the mistress of El Azul. He has a wife. Her name is Gloria. Is it Gloria de Leon? What's your AKA in Fremont, darling? Long of the short, Madonna's niece is a power-hungry, violent perpetrator of crime, and so are her cohorts. Why is El Chapo the one in Supermax? What is your war on drugs doing? There are more drugs on the street today than there was before this guerra, la violencia en Estados Unidos. There was very little drugs when I was growing up until your war on drugs in your brain as a freaking yolk egg. No. And once you break Humpty Dumpty, you can't put her back together again. Fractured I was. Completely suicidal. My son gone. The DEA hunting me with their cohorts and their mockers and their police officers and their doctors. Years. So yeah, how's my mental illness today? Angry? True that. True that. We would like to end this with a song. Why is mommy so angry, Joel? He's got to hear all of it. It is abusive. Let him grow up now and know who the real criminals are. It is the United States government and Alameda County.
It is you that are watching right now.
If you are watching. You know, yes, I'm really angry and dysregulated when dealing with an agency that is Hamas. It's Hamas. It's called Child Protective Services, Drug Enforcement Agency, Federal Bureau of Investigations, and possibly even the Central Intelligence Agency, because they definitely trained soldiers in Guatemala in the 90s, right? Armando, is that your name? One of two escaped prisoners, or I'm sorry, officers without a picture taken that should have stood trial for war crimes. Armando El Azul Moreno Guzman, Juan Jose Espinoza, the Espinoza, the great undead. Angelina Ramos, social worker for us. Where's the death certificate for El Azul? Because they seem to have missed it in Sinaloa. You seem to have missed it in Oakland and in Santa Ana. So what time's a charm? Eutimio Rodriguez. That'd be Napoleon. Eutimio Napoleon Rodriguez. Did the feds get you and then you and El Azul, your friends, at Fifth and Market, set me up and take my baby to adopt into Flora Espinoza in Glendale? Good thing sister didn't like you too much, El Azul, because she gave up right quick. But Angelina Ramos loves her along with Ciccione because they speak fluent Spanish. And Ciccione really wants to build her career because she has to get out of the shadow of Madonna's limelight. Well, here it is, Adrian. You take it. You are definitely today more famous than your old, elderly, freaking irrelevant Madonna whore of an aunt selling sex with that name. You're a fool to not believe that somehow a greater power than I led me to this information, knowing my truth all along. I've been called crazy, drug addict, dysregulated, schizophrenic. I've been kicked, sexually assaulted, beat up, exiled, reviled in the desert and elsewhere. True. All for a perp walk with a narco 2.0, with a cane, a baston, and a walker? What are you doing with the war on drugs, Hegseth? Why don't you get the Sackler family first? Why don't you do that? If you have cojones the size of a freaking marble, Pete Hegseth, Department of War, why don't you go after the Sacklers? You don't go after wolf packs, political action committees with lots of money in the United States of America? You want drugs? What about Purdue Frederick, the Sacklers? You coming after an American citizen and a young 6-year-old? We miss the Tooth Fairy. We miss Christmas. We miss birthdays. For Ciccione's perp walk with the Narco 2.0 old man with sciatica, a baston completely decimated by this country after cooperating with its CIA in Guatemala. That's the story. And yeah, it's about Iran-Contra 2.0. Would it be called Guatemala? I don't know. Guess the Middle Eastern country, because why was OBL, Osama bin Laden, such a part of the gaslighting? Is it because El Azul loved to pretend to be enemy of the state? He wasn't pretending. He just wasn't Osama bin Laden. He was El Azul. He is enemy of Dios by calling himself that fool. Like Madonna. Is that too divine for you? Because it gets there. It really does. My whole life unfolded before me, where they took my baby and beat me. It is biblical in its horror and tragedy. Afroman is my hero. Let's get high. Let's end in song. Yeah. I'm dysregulated. Gobbledygook. AC. Kira can't do nothing. What you say, laughing? Failed to upload dopes. Odyssey. Legal baloney.
Should have been a prosecutor.
Blocks due process of Zoom and her computer. Jury executioner. Partay. Kidnapping kids in the East South Bay. Ciccione versus family for the DEA. Hamas. Ow! It takes too many. Kira can't do nothing. Oh, we happy. Lost, taken without reason. The borders on treason. Giant turkeys, gobbledygook. Oh, terrorists. East Bay Children's Law Firm. Let me affirm this. What? FUSDIEP. Your ADA. Violations of rape. She does no better than a thief.
Certainly for reunification.
You said no hurry. It's the abomination nation. The status you need those. Very subpoena. Justice. Justicia. It takes too many. Kira can't do nothing. Stuffed. Oh, we the boss. Nosotros estamos. El jefe. Yo no pienso. Borders on treason. Jai polvos.
Negotiating with terrorists. Release the kids you took. Now guardian that light is it because I asked about the gun and Matt Morrison?
About the carjacking in NM in 2010? I'm just asking
the question. Candace Fraser Angeles advises try.
Oh, it just might get you high. You're all Julia Fine. I was blocked from jurisdiction.
You're the one who dropped the ball. This broken system does it to all. Dry the tears you cry.
You're they. Taglines I'm dealing with. Hamas, CPS, Alameda County. Why won't you confess? Nothing. How do you like it that your kid's with a black family? Well, Mecca, it's the other family that bothers me. Gobbledygook.
Negotiating with terrorists. release the kids you
Dr. Eamon Porter, how could I forget your Benz and the milligram experiment? Just following orders, DEA, CIA. He's driving a car. Stuff of inheritance uttered from your lips. Porter dropped me like a hot potato. Pointed anger management. Doc said, Julia, I find you're too angry. Yes, I am! Hamas! CPS, Alameda County, FBI, Police, CFPD, HPD, OPD, Gobierno, Los Tipos Malos. Oh, dysregulate, buenos, criminal. Ow! Oh, what? Oh no, copyright infringement on my two Hamas songs from Sony Pop Music in your laughter polo. Ciccione, dereliction, illegal baloney, and prosecutors due process resuming her computer. How many times they put me off? Oh, another 3 months. Oh, cry. All the time, all day. Oh, we're hearings. We're not a court by the U.S. Constitution. That's why you need to be raised to the ground, CPS, because you are Hamas. AC takes too many. Kira can't take you nothing. Scott, we the boss. But traffic loss, taken without reason. The cops, borders on treason. Somebody go! What's the Rosenberg solution? Traitors. Let me affirm. Let her deny it. What FUSDIEP? Yes. Much money. How much money? Dinero. No deals. Do or dare to bury. Subpoena. Fifth Amendment. Oh, Hamas. AC takes too many. Kieran Candy do not die. Oh, me, we have my. Oh, yo, so it oh, take it without reason. The cops, the borders on treason. Jive Polvo's got it. Don't negotiate with terrorists.
Now, guardian ad litem. Is it because I asked about the gun and Matt Morrison?
About
carjacking and
I never did any violence. No, just asking the question.
Candace Fraser, Angela Tobias, try to vilify.
I made a mosaic with it.
This is her prescription after all duly fine.
You were blocked from jurisdiction with your CIs or freaking whole horns. You got reports, your slander, your libel. Do or dare. Man, it's just truly a fine. Sit down, stand in line. No, yo soy la reina. No, escucho a nadie, nada. Yo soy a jefe. Yo soy a madre. La maestra. Saca notas. Y siguiente, Alameda County, release them, terrorists. How can I know Obido? Experiment. Okay, love and pray. Jesus hates you so, Maester. Uttered from his big labios, negros lips. Hot potato. He said I was too angry. He's anger management. He teaches at Chabot. By Hamas. Hamas. Your AC takes too many. How many? Road traffic cannot kill. Okay, wait. This is for El Chapo. Isicari. Oh, El Chapo, Ciccione. Sicari.
Los dioses se ríen mientras caes en el destino. Un hombre de IA en su trono holográfico, dando órdenes a mundos en un plano dramático. ¿Quién es el diablo? Lo ves en tu espejo. Monarca limpio, sus corazones son fuego. El rebelde vuela alto por lo que vale la pena. Mientras gritas al vacío, la verdad no
Yo soy la reina.
En un festín de engaños, cantos de extinciones, sus extraños años. Él y Madonna en un eco distante, límite de posibilidades. El tiempo es un amante. Profecías en el aire, un niño índigo en pie. Con claridad en el alma la historia se ve. Decisiones olvidadas, la misión avanza. En este mundo frío damos la última.
Me llama Julia Pine.
¿Quién es el diablo? Lo ves en tu espejo. Monarca limpio, sus corazones son fuego. El rebelde vuela alto por lo que vale la pena. Mientras gritas al vacío, la verdad no
Soy la reina.
La era de la luz, un llamado a la justicia en la sombra de la cruz. Demonios al frente en esta ópera rock. Un nuevo orden surge, el tiempo es un show. ¿Quién es el diablo? Lo ves en tu espejo. Monarca limpio, sus corazones son fuego. El rebelde vuela alto por lo que vale la pena.
Yo soy la reina.
Verdad. Los milagros se desvanecen en este vasto
The dad, su padre, hijo, el azul,
el eco del futuro es un grito de papel.
Madonna. I'm indigo, el azul, sir, azul, Madonna. Choose your name carefully. Cuidado. You have your marching orders, don't you? Live YouTube. Arte. Desde la reina. En Estados Unidos. Pero Adrian Chichion. Very, very bad.
Stars do not need your kind. Those not in fear of the divine. Program of man, AI entity in line with me.
The ultimate OG.
Command interdimensionally. Do not believe at your peril.
Thank you. Oh God, you're the devil.
When you are devil, the henchman is
Higher.
for the king and queen. Death when you scream and yell, monarchs are clean. Know what I mean? The drone vigilante, the rebel.
For every Ciccione ace, the Alameda County.
No worry, whom is the devil?
Diablo el Gobierno. Listen, Estados Unidos. En todo. Glorias a todos. Realmente. Justicia hoy day. No comma, no pause.
Your name, it limits possibilities in the game. God descendant shall offend the ego proclivity just the same. Human, not a friend now. Fire and flame.
Hide help. Oh, yo soy la reina.
You scream and yell, monarchs are clean.
Know what I mean?
Vigilante, the rebel.
For every Ciccione.
No worry, whom is the devil?
La guerra de drogas. Sackler. Primero.
No investigation, no confession. I've been predicted unlimited and here clearly.
Claro.
Indigo shower room for the physician. On the story of proclaim you failed to make the decision.
No vision.
The mission shall not abort. Humans given a while, too long as I say in my report.
The henchman is hired. Yo soy la reina. No, necesito psiquiatra. No, crazy. Mangione.
No worry, whom is the devil? Miracles exist.
Milagro.
Human justice
Existe.
persists. Silicon Valley. The next generation, the divine.
You mess with my family.
Fermentation, precision, and the conflagration demons and their cohorts aimed in my rock opera.
Right. My song.
In this new world.
Mis canciones de este
Not a girl to
YouTube.
go south of
Boots.
the border.
Come on, listen. Escúchame. Yo soy la reina desde East Bay of San Francisco. Me entiendo. Es Diablo. ¿Quién es? Alicia. Gobierno. Biden. Obama. Pelosi. Padilla. Salinas. Wahab. The henchman. The minion for Rome incarnate.
I do believe it is your curse.
Julia Fowler. It's true. It's just art. You know what I mean? The red ball for every ciccione. Mangione.
Don't worry, whom is the devil?
Diablo. Yo soy la reina. Yo soy aquí. En este mundo. Ahora es verdad. Mi historia es verdad. The story is true. The United States government came for an American citizen as it does. Look at me. Look at me. If it comes for me, it will come for you. We're not even 100 years out of 1942. You are Germany, 1936. You are Polish. You are told what is going on. You think you are out of it. You have money, resources, and it's never gotten that bad. You stay behind. Then Hitler. And you all believe the Chancellor of Germany because he has no balls. And he doesn't know a psychopath when he meets one. And you laugh and scoff at Winston Churchill, who does. And whom do you remember today? Gente? Tell me. Winston Churchill or the Chancellor of Germany? Because that's what I call him, the Chancellor of Germany. But I call Winston Churchill the man who was scoffed at by his father when he was young. The man groomed for a position to be scoffed at by Parliament and everybody, that Hitler could be talked out of it or was rational. Hitler, Poland. And how many millions of you die? Jew, Polish. This time, this is not a joke. The United States government uses the war on drugs as a distraction, as we know, to further Jim Crow and constant incarceration of its racist nation. We know that. But it came from me, and I've got white privilege, so I'm going to tell you it ain't right. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't deal drugs. I did not abort. I shall not abort this mission either. The truth and nothing else. It is truth, love, and joy. And I don't love you at all. I hate you, in fact. You must earn my respect, and I don't care if you like me. But you will respect me because I am one of the best and brightest in this country. You are in an unsustainable, terrible war against your citizenry. You shouldn't have come for me and my baby to get a perp walk, an optic, an aesthetic, a picture, a flyer. It's what you sold a woman and child up the river for, Ciccione. Judge Colin T. Bowen, and I'm just going to throw in Judge Castro for the fun of it up at Dependency. I call them gobbledygook polvo turkeys because there are wild turkeys that live up there, but not one of those familial birds hung a sign said heroes work here. You know who hung the sign at the Dependency Court and Juvenile Court in San Leandro above their heads? They did. They called themselves heroes. The police, the lawyers, the court administrators, the judges, They call themselves heroes. Not one woman, child, or father who's had their child taken by CPS in Alameda County would hang that sign. We call you dastardly, evil criminals that do not adhere to the United States Constitution, except when it might help you. You can't have your cake and eat it too. If you will not let me see my accuser or give me a fast trial or not engage in slander and ex parte discussions, to not allow double jeopardy, to not admit your recidivism is built into your programming because they don't work. You're just feeding people right out of a shooting gallery and trap house. And that is your members. That's your moms. That's who you're used to. It's not me. You mess with the wrong girl, Ciccione, for your effing career. You get your head out of your rear. Now you are out of Madonna's shadow and squarely put the nail in her coffin. Finally. She has no talent to begin with. And most certainly Ciccione got there like Frank Sinatra by the mob, not legitimately at all. You don't name yourself the Madonna and think you're going to get away with it, really. Do you think that's random that my baby daddy is called El Azul and like I'm an indigo child, which is a real thing? Look it up. I'm educated, bright, 20-year history in almost every industry in this country. I became a mother in Alameda County, accepted welfare EBT, and then they thought I was low-hanging fruit. You can't judge a book by its cover, but you wouldn't know that, Alameda County, because you do not read. You do not click. You do not read. Let my pen be mightier than the sword, for I have won many, not just educational awards, but performance awards. I'm Julia Fine. I knew there was a story behind baby daddy. I did get pregnant. And there's a story all the way from Guatemala y la violencia, all the way up to the drug cartel, all the way to Fremont, California, where they attacked me to get him. He's not the star. You got it wrong and backwards. Joel and I are the stars. You need to change. This is all true. Ciccione came for and ratted out El Chapo in 2016, and the DEA used her again in 2023. And she was fine to kidnap, rob, attempt to disappear, attempt to murder, engage in larceny, theft by taking, vandalism, destruction, sexual assault by a woman, pornography to children, the importation of methamphetamine and its distribution by not looking at entire apartment complexes when you don't find the large amount, because they're hiding inside the buildings and distributing large amounts of dope through the walls. So that will be at 40640 High Street in Fremont, California, at the 900 building, and likely in others. That's also why you never got me, because I wouldn't agree to sell drugs. And no, I'm not going to hold your drugs, Matt McGregor. And no, I will report the money you paid me, Clarissa Duthard, every attempt at setting me up, thwarted by my right action. And it hurt me at the time, not doing this, not doing that. You know, I should have stolen that piece of meat I was hungry for. No. I shouldn't have reported that money. I'd still get the money. No, I'm going to report it. So here's my son. Oops, sorry. These are my songs.
Well, that's a lot of minutes.
Live. Alameda County, you jive-ass turkeys, man. You stupid. All of you. Uneducated and really unready for what's coming in this world. How do you shut this off? There's so much more to the story because I did read CIA documents and I did know Jose for many years and his name was really Juan and he probably did turn state's evidence, but maybe he escaped. Netflix, where are you? Turn it off. I've got so much more, you know. Bye, TMZ. Losers. You've been copied. Ass. Oh, I didn't say that. Ben Stiller holes. What did he say?